Hi, Jaymes Willoughby here, bringing you another edition of What's Happening in Austin Real Estate. Here we are at the end of August nearly. We're calling it the end of week 4, and let's dive in and see what's really going on out there. All right, we always start out with the weekly graphs and what happened last week. So the number of total active listings down slightly from the week before. We're still above 12,000 listings right now, compared to same week last year, 9,800. A little bit more than 20% more inventory. New active listings remained about the same as last week. In fact, exactly the same as last week, 748 new active listings. New pendings are down, kind of surprisingly. We went from 751 the week before to last week, 673. So I know a lot of people are going to ask, like, what happened? You know, school just started recently, and then last week was the first week that we actually had the new NAR rules in effect. If you haven't heard, realtors are no longer allowed to advertise on the MLS what they'll pay another agent, a buyer agent, to sell the property. So last week was probably the most confusing week in real estate that I've seen since maybe like 2008 maybe. Anyway, got a whole bunch to talk about on that, but that'll be for a different video. We always look at what happened, new pendings versus sale. You see there's a gap again. Not huge, but because our demand has gone down to 673, that's going to affect the all-important absorption rate, which is at that clip at 673 listings with 12,000 on the market right now. That's a 17, almost 18 week absorption rates. That is the highest it's been actually this entire year. So I'm not surprised. Actually, this is what I predicted, weeks and even months ago, that we'd see the absorption rate go up. A little bit higher than what I would expect. If you look at the same period last year, it traditionally spikes and goes up for whatever reason. Went from 13 up to 15 to almost 16 and then back down. I guess bottom line is when the school starts, a lot of things are chaotic, traffic patterns and all that sort of stuff. And then you throw on top of that the NAR rule change, and that makes a big difference, I guess. And then as far as mortgage rates are concerned, mortgage rates remained flat last week. So we're still around, just under 6.5, which is great. So we do like that and what have you. So my summary here is that the market is basically where I thought it would be for this time of the year. We're going to have a couple of slow weeks. Talking to my clients, nobody wants a couple of slow weeks. Homes are still selling. So there's not the market hasn't stalled, but we are seeing fewer pending sales this time of the year. So that's going to add to making the length of time to sell a lot longer. So my advice to sellers right now, if they're on the market currently, is pay attention to the fact that it's definitely taking longer. And then we only have a couple of volume control knobs here. And, now that we've done most, if not all, the marketing, the price is the rest of the marketing program. So the house looks good, shows good, and is presented well on the internet. If we're not getting the showings, or worse yet, or maybe not worse yet, but we're getting showings but no offers, that's a telltale sign of just being too high on the price, right? The reason why I stuttered is because if we're not getting any showings, that definitely means the price is wrong, because we are and have consistently sold somewhere between 700 and 900 homes each week all year long. So it's not like the market has died. Anyway, let's talk. If you're a seller that needs some advice, here we are. Call Dave or me here at the office, and we will be happy to update your market analysis. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic week.